Do you ever feel like you can get better at something? I know I do. Like all the time, I'm trying to get better at doing so many different things. But one of the things that I'm really concentrating on getting better at now is sewing. So if you want to find out the things I'm doing to become a better sewist, continue watching this video. Hello, and welcome to A Killer Kitschel Z, my weird little world where I like to knit and sew and do other crafty things, including making earrings. Not what I'm here to talk about today, but just wanted to point out that recently I got into, and I think I talked about this already, but I want to start making my own buttons and belt buckles and stuff, but I bought a couple of resin kits, or a resin kit with a couple of molds. Um, and one of the projects in the initial resin kit is earrings, and these are kind of like throwing me back to the 1970s and 80s. I used UV resin to make these, and I actually just thought before I started filming, when I was checking my makeup and stuff, um, this is the same shape as the earrings that Uhura wears in the original Star Trek and then the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It's the same shape, but it's like in the original Star Trek it's like a neon green, I think, and then in the uh, new Star Trek Strange New Worlds it appears like they're glowing from inside. I mean, when I think about it, the original it might have looked that way too. But what I was thinking is I might make try to make some green ones to see if I can make my own Uhura earrings. Maybe. We'll see. And the other thought I had was that I will make a second pair and I will do a giveaway. And to enter the giveaway, you need to be following me on Instagram. I'll put the link below, as well as you need to be subscribed to the channel and comment below that you would like to enter the giveaway. Just say, please enter me in the giveaway, and just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. um, so what I really want to talk about, although these earrings are very cute and fun, I do want to talk about the things I'm trying to do now to improve my skills as a sewist. I've been sewing for a really long time, and over time, we get into things like bad habits, or we don't improve our techniques. Like if something works, we just keep using it, and I'm guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that. As you will see in previous videos, I will make the same bodice over and over again. I'll make the same skirt over and over again instead of trying to change it up. And also, I want to get into menswear. I want to make more clothing for my husband, not just shirts. I want to actually in my pants journey for myself. I also want to start understanding how to make pants for him, vests, suit jackets, better tailored shirts, things like that. And I also want to learn how to make. Though I think I do a pretty good job now. I do want to understand how to make clothing even fit my body better. But I also want to start learning how to use new or old, in most cases, techniques. And the reason I started thinking about this a lot has to do with sustainability, because when you become a better tailor, you can also take clothing that no longer fits and either um, alter it to make it fit you again, or alter it to fit another person, or take that garment and make it into a whole other something. And which I do, but I'm not great at it. And what I tend to do is if things don't fit me anymore, I will give them away, or I'll donate them. But sometimes I think about, well, instead of donating that piece of clothing, I could have actually made a different thing out of it. Um, yeah, so, sustainability is a huge, huge part of it. I also want to get better because like at tailoring because I've always fantasized about making um I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Jezebel. It stars Betty Davis, and in the movie she has this I'll put a picture up, but there's this incredibly beautiful ball gown that she wears in this movie. And also for decades now I have wanted to make a Victorian ball gown and then a Victorian not ball gown, but like a long sleeve Victorian day wear dress. Um, do I have anywhere to wear them? No. We don't really have anything around here, unless I go to a Renaissance fair or something like that. But I mean that's not even the right time period. But um, who knows? Maybe a ball would come up eventually at some point where you need to wear Victorian clothing, or maybe because I know they do have balls in England, like in the UK. So maybe on a UK trip, um, I'll find an event that I can go to. But anyways, I have obsessed about making it. To get to that stage, I have to become a better tailor. um, and just in general, just getting better at creating clothes that just fit me better. It's a huge thing for me. Being a curvy girl, I struggle with having to fit patterns and whatnot. Um, so, what am I doing about this? What am I doing to increase and improve my skills? One of the things I'm doing is I do Haslam, which has a pattern block in it, and I have been like figuring out a way to use that pattern block to make garments that I don't need to depend on the Haslam patterns for. So I've been working on that. I'm also about to start blocks from Tara Dayton's Patreon and Lisa from Bobo Bun, her Patreon. They both have uh, bodice blocks and skirt blocks. So I'm going to start working on those projects. I know you don't need 3 pattern blocks, but the reason I'm doing it is I want to understand um, different ways to make a pattern block for my body. I also have been like buying tailoring books. I also geez, it's almost 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago now, when we cleared out my in-laws' house to get it ready to sell. My mother-in-law had, I don't know, 30 or 40 tailoring books, maybe even more. I took only a select few because I don't have a lot of bookshelf room. So I took a select few books, and my friend Yvonne, who helped me do the clear out of the house, who is also a designer, she's a fashion designer. She also took a bunch of the books too. I wanted the two of us to get like the bulk of them, and then I think I think I donated a bunch of them too. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you quickly the books that I currently have. I'm always on the outlook for tailoring books. Though I don't mind, I do want some modern tailoring books, but because my aesthetic is more vintage style clothing, I do tend to try to find as many tailoring books that are vintage. And the ones I'm having a hard time finding, which I would really like to get my hands on, is from the 20s and 30s. There's quite a few out there from the 40s and 50s and up, 60s, 70s, and current. And I think I've talked about some of these books before, but I just wanted to quickly just show you the ones that I'm trying to educate myself from, and also YouTube. Oh my God, YouTube is a wealth of information. There are so many designers on there that show you how to do basic blocks and fitting, and so many other things, along with Lisa and Tara. So, and all of them have sections on how to renovate your clothes, how to mend, and other techniques, as well as showing you how to make like blocks and collars. And I'm not going to do a flip through of these, by the way, because unless there's something specific that you want, I just find that the video is going to be too long. So this is called The Complete Book of Tailoring, completely revised, enlarged, and up to date with over 340 new illustrations. And this is Adele P. Margolis. This I find is more about skills, like how to do a dart, how to press a collar, how to stitch, a line that comes to a point, things like that. It's I don't know if this one has and fitting. There's a lot of fitting in this one. There is blocks in here too. How to measure yourself, things like that. So there's that one. I'll do a photo of the cover just so you can see it. And then I'll just throw those over there. I think, yeah, so the 4 books I'm showing you right now, they all came from my my mother-in-law's place. Tailoring traditional and contemporary techniques. I think someone had mentioned to me that this book is used in fashion school. Is it this one? Yes, this one is used in at fashion school, even to this day, apparently. And this one has, again, how to put in sleeves, how to do basting, how to do different pockets, how to do continuous loop, like, a lot of different buttonholes, which I need to get better at. It doesn't matter. I get so stressed out every time I have to put a buttonhole in anything. I get so stressed out. Yeah, and this one also shows you how to do like adjustments to skirts and pants, which I need. How to fix sleeves that are too long, too short, which are going to come in really handy with when I get around to making a suit jacket for my husband. Yeah, again, this is just a lot of like technique. I don't think this one has a block in it. At least I didn't see how to make a block in here. I just skipped past the sorry, I apologize. No, this one does not have how to make a block in it. Oh, and this is by N. Marie Ledbetter and Linda Thiel Lansing. And then another book I'm using, looking through, is called How to Design Your Own Clothes and Make Your Own Patterns, Claudia Ein. And this one definitely has, I know I remember seeing how to make, there was blocks in here. Yeah, and even terms used in pattern making. Tools you need. Yeah, there's like the blocks here. Yeah, even for dresses, sleeves. And how to make an A-line skirt, how to make blouse, how to make dresses. Yeah, this is one of the really important things in this book, for me anyways, is it talks a lot about fabrics and how to use them, when to use them, disadvantages, how to wash them, how to, there's a bunch of slopers in here, quite a few slopers actually. So this is going to help me when I'm making my own sloper or pattern blocks, as we call them. And then This one is a prized possession. I can use Google Lens probably to translate it, but this is a Japanese tailoring book that was well loved by my mother-in-law. It's coming apart in pieces, but there was some treasures that I found in here. And again, this goes through a lot of standard. I'll tell you about the treasures in a minute. Techniques on how to make, well, things like kimonos. Where was the other stuff? I think it might have been in the back or in the other. Well, this is technically the front. Where was it? I saw oh, the jacket. I can't remember what it's called. I apologize. I've forgotten what the jacket is called that you wear with a kimono. There's in here how to do that. And then there's like really beautiful photos showing fabric. And then, oh geez, I just heard the spine crack. And then they're showing the finished garment. And where is it? This is the jacket I'm talking about. Yeah, and I can't get the other. There we go. Pages were not coming apart. This book is so very beautiful. Every time I open it, though, like the pages are getting discolored, and I just heard the spine crack, so I'm thinking the glue might have deteriorated. But the treasures that I found in here, and I wish I'd found more of these, to be honest, pattern pieces that my mother-in-law, Masako, let me put this book down for a minute, traced out for herself. She was probably making herself a kimono. Actually, she might have been even making it for my father-in-law. Oh. And then this is another. I think this is probably for like a belt or a sash, sorry. My mother-in-law was a very tiny woman, so this was probably a sash that she was making, but she used craft paper that it looks like one of her sons. I don't know if my husband was one of them, but was drawing pictures on. I haven't even shown this to him. I should show it to him to see if this was his handiwork, but yeah, so she repurposed this paper. I have to remember to show this to him actually. Because he would get a kick out of it. It's not shocking at all that she did that. She would repurpose when we were cleaning out the house, her sewing room had like a folder thingy full of pattern pieces that she had traced out or drafted herself from something, and unfortunately we had to throw them out because they were disintegrating in our hands. They were so fragile, so we couldn't keep them. We couldn't even repair them. They were just in such bad shape that we had to throw them out, unfortunately. But she sewed her clothing, her son's clothing, her husband's clothing. She knits. She had a knitting machine, which unfortunately I couldn't take because we didn't have room for it. It was huge. It was from Japan. It was massive. And then the book comes with it's starting to tear in places. But it comes with the actual pattern. So you would follow the instructions to trace out, and the back part especially, I'll try to take photos of these. The paper's quite big, so I don't know how You know what I'll do? I'll take a little video of the actual. You'll see an overhead right now coming up of the actual pattern piece. And then the two other books I'm using right now to help improve my skill. Well, not two other, but I bought this one on the recommendation of Lisa from Boba Bun. And this is like Vogue Patterns' famous sewing book of fitting adjustments and alterations, which is a really good book. And then I have a whole bunch of these Simplicity sewing magazines, which have a ton of information in it. And I have done a video already about these, so I'll put a link for that. So the things I'm doing is I'm learning how to do pattern blocks that other people have created. And I'm using these books to help me. And YouTube and other things. So I am on the Outlook right now. The thing I am looking for are men's tailoring books. So if anybody has any sources to, I don't mind vintage ones or modern ones, but I'm mostly looking for vintage. So, you know, message me with links over on Instagram or post them below where you've seen men's vintage tailoring books, because that's the next thing I'm looking for. So yeah, I just want to do a brief video about what I'm doing to improve my tailoring skills, as well as practice, lots of practice. You keep doing it until you can't do it anymore, until you've perfected it, which is never. You never perfect anything. So yeah, what are you doing to improve your sewing skills and your tailoring skills? Or is this something that you are okay, that you don't feel like you need to do? Like, you're okay with just like making things from a pattern? Nothing wrong with that. I'm not shaming anybody for that. I mean, a lot of the times people, it makes them happy just to make a pattern or a garment from a pattern. I'm just one of those people that constantly wants to up her skills. I'm never satisfied is what my problem is. Good problem to have. Yeah, are you someone that's like, you know, constantly learning? What are the sources that you're using to get better? Or are you happy just using a pattern? Let me know. Honestly, I want to know. So I'm going to end this video now. I just wanted to do a quick little what I'm doing to improve my skills. And yeah, if you like this type of video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment below, like the video, all that stuff. And until next time, stay kitschy. And don't forget about my giveaway. Subscribe, comment below, do all the things I said at the beginning of the video, and I'll draw a winner. I don't know. I'll make an announcement on my Instagram when I'm going to do the draw. How's that? Bye!